So this year was a little different. We will have 3 Chief Master Sergeants on the panel, and Colonel Vickers will be the moderator for the event this year. And in the school's 70-year history, this is the first time we've had enlisted individuals in school. So we have 4 Chief Master Sergeants in school, and 3 of them will be on the panel this year.
Now, for those who aren't in the military, that's fairly high up enlisted.
Yes.
These are almost officers, but not quite. So
Sure. So we are
non-commissioned
non-commissioned officers, right? So the 4 of us are Chief Master Sergeants. We're E9, so we're at the top pay grade of the enlisted corps. So it's really a unique experience for us to go to the senior developmental education.
What is the topic of the lecture this year?
It is leading and serving in changing times.
Right.
So it really gives us an opportunity to talk about the things that we've seen in our 20 plus years of service and how it's affected us and really molded us and shaped us to become the NCOs that we're today.
Do the people who are the civilians who are attending this lecture, do they get as much out of it as a military person would, do you think?
I think absolutely. We had the first instance of the lecture series last week at Huntington College locally, and it was a very beneficial event. I think the students got a lot out of it, as we did. A lot of questions that they had, very genuine, sincere questions about the military service and what it means and how they can contribute, because some of them certainly seemed interested as well.
How long have you individually been in the Air Force?
So I've been in a little over 20 years.
20 years, and
Same, 1994, about 23 years.
So your lifetime in the military, really, we are past the period of the huge military because we're a volunteer army and largely volunteer military.
Right.
Whereas back in the day when you had the band,
Right.
I mean, there were millions and millions of people who served. Is there a disconnect with people who have never served in the military, the civilians who may be in the audience, and those, of course, who did serve and have a little bit more of understanding?
Well, I think that now with we really have about 1% of the U.S. population that is serving or has served. So I don't know if there's necessarily a disconnect, but I think when you hear someone that's in the military, you maybe just see the uniform and don't see the face or the person behind the uniform. And so the lecture series really gives an in-depth understanding of just who we are. We are normal people, like you might see, your neighbor, your next door neighbor. That's who we are. We really have a personality and a life behind the uniform.
And with an active Air National Guard, as Alabama certainly has, we have more of an opportunity for people to come in contact with people who are part-time military anyway.
Right.
So that may help ease some of the distance.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to continue our conversation in a moment. We're talking on your community this week about a lecture series at